Sunday Sunset Chat. I'm Camden Walker for CapitalWeatherGang.com. We're on Instagram, YouTube, X, and Facebook. And I'm pleased to do our weekly chat with you so we can get a handle on the work week weather ahead. It's looking like it's going to warm up. 80s will be the dominant temperature regime. It's going to increase in the humidity this week as well. Rain chances nearly every day, perhaps Tuesday being the lowest. If you have outdoor plans, that's kind of the best day to consider doing those outdoor plans this week. All right. I think I am loaded here on Nancy. Thank you, Jay Z, as well. You're on Instagram. Loaded those comments. JP, Factora. Excellent to see all of you on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram tonight. If anytime you need us, we're at capitalweathergang.com. We're looking at a warm, humid week. We're watching radar just a little bit tonight, but just some showers and storms. You could have overnight rumbles of thunder, maybe a lull tomorrow morning, like I explained in my PM update there at the top, when it details about pollen as well. But forecast at a glance just above here. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Ruth Elisa. Good to see you on this Sunday or weekly Sunday Sunset Chat. Camden Walker for Capital Weather Gang. Doing this every week for 20 minutes just to make sure you have a handle on what is coming up for your work week. And we can look at the temperature regime this week. Pretty warm. Maybe it cools down behind the cold front a little bit this upcoming Friday, perhaps. But generally, 80s are the main warm temperature regime, a little bit above average. And humidity will also increase as we go into the week. We could get kind of muggy and unpleasant before this cold front moves through. Do work. Thank you so much that you like the weather. Perfect golf weather. See, that's some great perspective. I appreciate that on Instagram. Thank you very much for chiming in. Good to see you, Jules and Viep and Annie and Moma as well. And we've got Julie on YouTube. Thanks so much for the info. You're welcome. And Ruth Lisa, happy June indeed. Meteorological summer has begun. And low humidity has been a wonderful gift. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hi, Peter and Kristen. Thanks for that great insight as well. All right, so beyond temperatures, humidity, precipitation is kind of near daily, maybe except Tuesday is our lowest rain chance, but it's fairly bright until kind of Wednesday, Thursday are the highest rain chances this week. We don't have super heavy rain amounts for, showing kind of this cold front giving us a lot of chances of rain outside of Tuesday. But, quarter inch, half inch, maybe in some of the luckier spots this week. The good news is we're doing okay in the drought department, which I'll go into in just a moment. But overall, it is hit or miss showers and storms this week. Yes, even tonight we could see a downpour, overnight rumble of thunder. It's going to be maybe tomorrow afternoon and evening, another few showers and storms here and there. Tuesday's looking fairly dry, but Wednesday and Thursday are the two main rain days. I want you to focus on that. So maybe have an umbrella on hand if you can. But those are the highest rain chance days this week. Cold front might take until Thursday night, early Friday to move through. We're going to kind of watch that timing. That will determine how humid, how stormy Thursday might be. Good evening, David. Nakia, thanks for tuning in from Facebook. Good to see you as well. And Mary, indeed, rain washing out the pollen. Let's look at allergies right now and the drought I mentioned being under control. Some great news. We're doing. I know gardeners and farmers this time of year with the highest sun angle here in June. You want constant rain. You want to avoid the cost of having to do and all the watering and other issues. But it's important to realize hit or miss storms are kind of the average this time of year. Pollen, indeed, we want to wash it out. I wrote about this in my PM update. It is moderate across the board. Moderate pollen. It is going to be bothering us for most of this week. I think not too many washouts are really expected. Maybe Wednesday, Thursday, the big rain days. Hopefully, we can wash out some of that pollen for you, Mary, as well. And again, I talked about the humidity. Dew points could get near 70 degrees at times. Before this cold front moves through on Thursday, I am getting, in the muggy and gross department. Not happy about that. But we just be mentally prepared. It's going to feel pretty summery with these 80s for temperatures for most of this week. Diana, field days for students at elementary schools, hoping for cool mornings. I don't see many cool mornings in the forecast, but Tuesday for rain chances has the lowest, kind of the nadir of the week, the lowest rain chances of the week. It looked like Tuesday, even behind our cold front on Friday, and even to the weekend. I don't know if I should say rain chances end, but they do wane. So we have fewer shower and storm chances for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. All right. Tuesday, Capiono on Instagram. Great day for graduation on Tuesday. Yes, take those outdoor photos. Only a 5-10% chance of a stray shower. It's kind of the best day of this week, I would say, for very low rain chances. All right, Bridge Lemons, Chris, thanks for tuning on Instagram. I'm on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Good to see you, Vegan Roundtable. I appreciate that kind words there on X. And Eric, thanks for, I hope everything works fine. Appreciate your reports always. Good to see you on YouTube. All right. Indeed, hit or miss rain from now until until maybe September, end of September. Indeed, David. And Ruth Lisa, I have heard reports of cicadas being out down near, you have to go right near the Tidewater, Virginia, near the bay, but mainly it's in the Midwest, not really in our area too much this year with the two broods that have hatched. All right. I think I've caught up on comments so far. Remember, our summer outlook is out. I know you've been clamoring for many weeks to get our insight on that. It could be very warm, very muggy. We generally agree with the National Weather Service maps. The Climate Prediction Center put these maps out for temperature outlook and the precipitation outlook for this summer. Kind of matches our thinking. It could be very warm, so mentally prepare for that. I am not a fan, but I wanted to report you the latest thinking of our experts in seasonal forecasting. Remember, it's low confidence, but it's better than simply looking at climatology or flipping a coin. We do see plenty of signals and evidence that we have a good probability of being very warm and probably muggy for this time of year. Ruth Lisa, we could see some fog, I think, on tomorrow late night. And yes, the humidity is building in as we speak. So that's a great question. All right, Abby, Liz, thanks for tuning in. Dave, Best Puppy on Instagram, and Julia, I appreciate seeing all of you on Instagram, YouTube, X, and Facebook. I'm Camden Walker for CapitalWeatherGang.com. Anytime you need us, we're at CapitalWeatherGang.com. I did my PM update this afternoon, so you can see all the details for the short-term forecast. And we've got really just we're dealing with like some moderate allergies that I pointed out. I delved into the latest kind of breakdown of the species of what pollen, trees, weeds, grass, and spores that we've got in the region. Not too high, but kind of moderate, mostly across the board. So allergy sufferers are kind of wanting some rain this week to rinse things out. As you can see at the forecast at a glance, it's warm this week. 80s are the dominant temperature regime, a little bit above average. We've got hit or miss storms, even some rumbles of thunder are possible tonight in much of the area. So I'm sorry for pet owners and those of us trying to sleep could be woken up by some thunder here and there. So keep that in mind. Maybe go to bed sooner than later if you need to, model the potential for a storm near you tonight. It is in the cards for some of us. And temperatures again warm this week, maybe below 80, maybe barely on Friday. The cold front basically it eliminates humidity and rain chances, lowers the rain chances for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Definitely gets us drier air, more comfortable air for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I prefer saying maybe rain chances wane for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't think things will completely end for fully dry 0% rain chances for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, decent outdoor plan days if you can. Wednesday, Thursday look like stormy days with a decent chance for rain. Maybe one, maybe two max stronger storms, but we got to get this cold front through here on Thursday, maybe into early Friday. So we'll keep you posted at capitalweathergang.com as we get closer to that cold front passage later this week. Kind of midweek are the main rain chances, though. All right. Agnes, we could see a very active hurricane season this year. That's a great question. Heat and humidity could be dominant over the east coast of the United States. That's not great as well. And Laura, tree pollen indeed is on the way down. It's not completely out, completely. So down, but not out, but still moderate across the region. I went into all of that to see the details at the very top there in my PM update. I went into kind of the profiles of all the different 4 categories for allergens in our region and how they're behaving compared to average. JC, good to see you. Dats, Folio, Donham on Instagram, thank you very much. And David, good commentary there. And Ruth Lisa, hurricane season indeed has started June 1st until November 30th. Could be very active. We are very much watching it. I think we're fine for the next 7 days, but maybe in mid-June we need to start watching for a possible signal, an uptick in activity in the tropical Atlantic. So Tom, I just answered your question. Tom Mockler, thanks for tuning in from Facebook. We're on the same wavelength there about hurricane season. And let's see, Lewis, I think decent weather there for you this upcoming weekend. And Marie, thank you very much for tuning in from Facebook. And David, I think there is a chance we see a tropical storm or hurricane, inland issues here in the DC area, potentially this hurricane season when it's looking this active and this warm weather pattern, potentially with plenty of flow coming out of the south and southwest for heat and humidity already being supplied out of the Gulf of Mexico this year. We could be a little bit vulnerable to hurricanes, but we'll focus on specifics when we have storms later in this hurricane season for now. But probabilistically speaking, I think it's on the table. All right. So, Ruth Lisa, July is the hottest month, but I believe August technically is the most humid. It's interesting, and we're very lucky that heat and humidity have just a slight delay off step from each other in the middle of our summer. But I think the hottest period is about July 4th to July 28th with heat and heat index values generally. But by looking at dew point standards, I think August is typically the most humid. Luckily, temperatures come down for that time of year. Catherine, you're most welcome. And Ruth Elisa, I see no tsunamis in our future. And indeed, David Dog Days of August, because of the constellation, right, is overhead. Um, Gosh, it just escaped me. But yes, Dog Days of August has colloquially started meaning heat and humidity. Even if temperatures come down, it's still very humid. We all want to walk very slow. It's very sultry in August, indeed. All right. Good to see you. Ruth Lisa Sirius is the constellation. Very good tip. Thank you so much. All right, I think I've caught up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X comments. I'm Camden Walker for CapitalWeatherGang.com. We're going over the work week ahead. Tuesday is the driest day potentially, lowest rain chances. Wednesday, Thursday have the highest rain chances. Heat is arguable, and it's very warm. 80s are going to dominate this week. Humidity is on its way up, probably toward uncomfortable levels before this cold front moves through Thursday, maybe into early Friday. And let's see, I think I saw one. No, I've caught up on all the comments there. Uh, Julia, most likely some decent humidity there in August for your outdoor event. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go forward. We're watching radar potentially for some storms tonight. Probably not too widespread, but do in the back of your mind, don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder overnight tonight in the DC area. We have a lull potentially tomorrow morning, maybe afternoon, evening showers and storms again, midday into the afternoon tomorrow. Clouds try to stay out of the picture. We have generally bright skies this week until there's higher rain chances Wednesday, Thursday. I think behind the cold front, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, decently bright. Can't fully eliminate those darn rain chances, and even, a few showers and storms could roam the region. But honestly, I'd rank, if you're looking for outdoor plans, Tuesday is pretty darn good this week with 10% rain chance. And then followed by that, maybe around 20% rain chance for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday behind our cold front. And it will be more comfortable with dew points maybe under 50 degrees, which is wonderful. So rain amounts, just to cover this really quick before we leave the precipitation animation above here, quarter, half inch for most of the region, nothing too heavy. These still include, quick storms, quick downpours, but nothing strong, severe, any widespread severe weather, not looking like that this week. And flooding downpours appear to be off the table as it looks now as well. Of course, we're available 24/7 at capitalweathergang.com. We will keep you posted as this cold front gets closer this week. We kind of want to watch that timing specificity. It could vary just a few hours here and there. Next work week, we have below average temperatures, potentially leaning a little below average, and then precipitation also leaning with slight probability for above average precipitation. Then, to go on to that note, drought is doing just fine. We are good in the water table rain departments. We've talked about allergies tonight, generally moderate across the board. I delve into that deeper into my PM update that's available at capitalweathergang.com tonight. Dew points, as we've been alluding to, are on their way up this week. So we could see 60s for sure, or almost guaranteed this week for uncomfortable levels of humidity. But we could maybe surpass the 70-degree dew points before this cold front moves through fully Thursday into Thursday night. So be prepared. We could get into the muggy, gross categories below there. Liz, thanks for checking in. Good to see you. And David, turn on the AC. Good job. I approve of that. We need it when dew points are potentially heading towards the 70-degree muggy gross camp for this week. And then our summer outlook has been released. I know many of you for the past few weeks we've been chatting. We want, closer to Memorial Day. It's finally been released. So it's out. It's not great. If you are not a fan, if you're not a fan of heat and humidity, look away. It's not great news, but it could be very warm, very humid, and above average precipitation is possible, and that could imply a very humid summer, and more often than not, and that's indirectly derived, of course, but the temperatures here above, we generally agree with that from the Climate Prediction Center as well, of good chance of being above average for our temperatures overall. This is a seasonal forecast and includes 3 months. So we're treating it as a unit, 24-hour temperatures. It's really over a 3-month period. Very granular. It's fairly low confidence, but we've looked at the evidence and the signals for the atmosphere this summer, and it's better than just looking at climatology and daily averages and flipping a coin. So we're pretty good. We're pretty happy with what we put out for you there at capitalweathergang.com. Be sure to check it out, go into lots of detail for you, and we dive into all the good details and what we're looking at when considering what to tell you might happen this summer. All right, let's go back to the PM update here at the top. I published that this afternoon. Radar a little bit active. A few showers and storms can't be ruled out tonight. Probably a lull tomorrow morning, I think, and then another little uptick in showers and storms tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening as well. All right. Yeah, Liz, not a fan of the humidity. I hear you as well. And David, no evidence of drought expansion or establishment this summer. It's really good news in the rain department. And as you saw, we could have above average precipitation this summer, accompanying the above average potential for temperatures. So good news. If there's silver lining here, gardeners and farmers should be relatively okay on balance for the summer months this year. So fingers crossed on that. Indeed, meteorological summer is here, June 1 until September 1. Yep. Yep. September 1 is when we begin meteorological autumn. All right. Tio, thanks for joining. K Roll, LT, and Dave on Instagram. I'm on X, Facebook, and YouTube as well. And Todd, I'm sorry I can't give you good news on that. And good to see you as well. All right, KZ and Wilda, let me know if you have any questions. And Beautify and CSG on Instagram, appreciate seeing you. We're all looking at temperature trends this week. 80s are the dominant warm temperatures. We're slightly above average until this cold front comes through here Thursday night is the current thinking on timing, but stay tuned for slight tweaks to that forecast as we get closer. This may not end fully our rain chances, our near daily rain chances. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, fairly low rain chances overall behind this cold front. But let's say rain chances wane. Maybe not end, they wane behind this cold front. That should clear us out, most likely for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But a few showers and storms can't be ruled out. And then above that, if you had to plan an outdoor activity this week, I would pick Tuesday. That looks like very low rain chances, the lowest of the week potentially. Wednesday, Thursday are the highest rain chance days of this week. Showers and storms are likely to be featured, especially during the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday and Thursday. All right. I'm on there another minute or so. Let me know if you have any questions or comments on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or X. I'm Camden Walker for CapitalWeatherGang.com. We're doing our weekly Sunday Sunset chat on all four of our social media channels, and anytime you need us, we're here at CapitalWeatherGang.com. This is a 20-minute chat. Let me know if you have any questions about the upcoming work week weather, precipitation animation above, cloud animation for the week below. Precipitation is pretty hit or miss, focused, I think, generally on Wednesday and Thursday this week ahead of our approaching cold front. Clouds probably dominate Wednesday and Thursday as well, but overall, I think on balance, it's fairly bright skies this week more often than not. We, fluctuate, oscillating clouds and sunshine this week. But Liz, you're most welcome. And David, I know time has flown by this evening. And so far, Tyler, it is our time of year for severe weather. It's been fairly tame, but there was that EF1 tornado confirmed in Culpeper just a few days ago. So, tame, it depends. It's all in the eye of the beholder and which county you reside in. as well. So see you indeed next week, David. Good to see you, Ruth Lisa, as well. I'm Camden Walker. I think I'm signing off. Looks like we have, the best lowest rain chances on Tuesday this week. Not too much rain accumulating this week from the hit or miss storms, maybe a quarter, half inch of rain. And I think we talked about drought being under control. Pollen is moderate across the board more often than not. Dew points are going to tick up. You're really going to feel that humidity by Wednesday, Thursday, as those rain chances also tick upward by Wednesday, Thursday this week, especially focused ahead of the cold front. Could get uncomfortable, kind of muggy, gross, above 70 degrees potentially. Make sure you see that our summer outlook is out at capitalweatherking.com. We generally agree with these two maps from the Climate Prediction Center. And I think I will leave you here with the PM update that I wrote there at the top that's now published at capitalweatherking.com. Forecast at a glance, little peek at radar, some rumbles of thunder possible this evening and overnight, hopefully not waking us up, but it's possible. And temperatures remain warm this week. Even behind the cold front, it could still be near 80 on Friday. Good seeing all of you on Facebook, X, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm signing off now. Camden Walker. Anytime you need us, we're at capitalweathergang.com, and I will see all of you next Sunday. You're most welcome, Jim. Thank you very much. And Paul and Lewis, good to see you as well. You take care, everyone. Try and stay cool and find some air conditioning at times. It might be needed through Thursday of this week. Bye.